clearly see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
I like the way you smile at me, baby. I like the way you smile at me, baby. So baby,
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any. Victor?
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Something must be wrong.
I think I...
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food.
There's one over there, on the left.
Oh, shit.
That one to the right taking cover. Kill him.
Probably food, and the rats have been at it.
Keep shooting. There's one over there, on the left.
Nothing of interest. Ugh, I'm not touching any of it. It's an
Die,
old
you
stove.
pathetic bastard!
It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape.
That one to the right taking cover. Kill him.
A powerful painting of some cosmic horror. As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future. That's an unusual design. A depiction of some alien creature. That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look. It's locked. It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape.
That one to the right taking cover. Kill him.
This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy. These fellows have
Die,
one
you
curious
pathetic
art collection.
bastards!
It's locked. It won't open. It won't budge. The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor.
At last!
They seem to recognize me. I don't get it. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing. An old wardrobe. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. I can't open it. Poisoning by the looks of it. I can't open it. He's dead. They're all dead. A diary. This will make interesting reading. Nothing of interest. Nope, nothing of interest. Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues. He's dead. They're all dead. Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walton.
Damn, he recognized me, and it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint. A key. This should help downstairs. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning. Suicide, or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues. I can't open it. It's locked. It's unlocked. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think. The fire's still burning. All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it. Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. From the dates on some of these clippings, this crazed mob must have been following me for years. Jesus, I'm a detective and I had no idea. They seem to know so much about me, and I've got nothing on them. Aside from their eccentric taste in paintings and their cheerful indulgence in self-mutilation, I know exactly zilch. It's unlocked. For nutcases, they seem quite literate. It appears to be a private study area. It appears to be a private study area. These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand. there are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. Not sound good. Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. Medical charts on the human anatomy. This sink would be used for scrubbing up. It's dry and stained with old blood. I don't think it's been used recently. This sink would be used for scrubbing up. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. From the look of the corpse, he must have died a few weeks back. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Never seen equipment like this before. Looks like some sort of generator for the machinery in this room. I've never seen equipment like this before. Good God, what the hell is all this? I've never seen such equipment before. Who could have made such a machine? Too hot to pick up. Oh, shit. There's no power. At least he's out of his misery. At least he's out of his misery. His lungs have stopped ventilating. His stomach stopped moving. His brain stopped moving. His intestines have stopped moving. His kidneys have stopped moving. Nothing of interest here. Tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. It looks like something's been removed from it. There's no power. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. The crystal's still warm. It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It looks like something's been removed from it. It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway. Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National grocery store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
A small wooden clock. Nothing of interest. It won't open. Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National grocery store.
And I'm busy, so stop your pestering me with questions.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham? Can't rightly says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. It was all over the Arkham Press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
He isn't gonna spill with anything useful. How's business?
Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
Aye, I'm plenty sure you are. Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
It won't budge. It won't budge. It's locked. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest. It won't budge. It won't budge. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Please stop bothering me, stranger.
It won't open. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It's seen better days. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Talking to that fella's a waste of my time. It's locked. It must lead to the back of a variety store. It's a variety store, and it's closed. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It won't open.
Outsiders coming, snooping around where they ain't wanted.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Can't help you.
It won't budge. Nothing of interest here. It won't budge. It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest. It won't open. These posters are everywhere. Miracle cures. More like some con trying to make a fast buck. It won't open.
Stop! You can't come down here!
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful. It won't budge. The window's smashed. I can see what looks like an old dark room. It's a room used for developing photographs. Can't see anything of use. Nope, nothing important here. The door's bolted shut.
I told you already. Stop your snooping around.
Damn, I need to be more careful.
You're not allowed down here. Get up!
It's unlocked. Can't see anything of use. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. The till's empty. A typewriter, invoices and receipts, nothing of interest. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. The drawer is empty. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. These posters are everywhere. It won't budge. The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange.
What you doing snooping around here? Get out! And what have you got there? Trying to take evidence from the scene? Hand them over!
That alley leads around the back of the First National. The window's smashed. I can see what looks like an old darkroom. The door's bolted shut. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't open. These shelves look light enough to push. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. It won't open. It won't budge. Why would Brian force entry when he had a set of keys? Why would someone break in through the front? This makes no sense. These scratch marks look like they were made by some kind of animal. The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange. Why would Brian force entry when he had a set of keys? Miracle cures? More like some con trying to make a fast buck. It won't budge. It won't open. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. Nope, nothing important here. An empty safe. It won't open.
What's they doing snooping around here? Get out! Them things don't belong to you. I'll be taking them back.
Damn. I need to be more careful.
I told you already. Stop your snooping around.
Son of a bitch. The door's bolted shut.
You're not allowed down here. Get out!
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Stop! You can't come down here.
If I want a decent snoop around, I'd better do something to block that door. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. It won't open. It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open.
Whoever's down there, you can rot.
Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. The storage area is clutter-free and well organized. It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. The cellar's filled with human remains. These people must have died a long time ago. There must have been a fire down here. Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. It won't open. Nothing of interest. stench in here. This noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. The poor woman must have taken her own life. I wonder what could have driven her to such a desperate act. Ah, from the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. Nope, nothing important here. Nope, nothing of interest.
Hello, Jack.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something. It won't budge.
You better keep your trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Seems most of the normal people in this town are too frightened to tell me much of anything. It won't open. Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric order of Dagon. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked...
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
It won't open. What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
It won't budge. It won't open. It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. He worked in the First National. I'm a friend of the family.
I ain't heard of no Burnham lad.
Right. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place. Asking the wrong questions, outsider.
He's not going to be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night. The next stop is Newburyport. It won't budge. It won't open. These are the offices of the local newspaper, the Innsmouth Courier. It won't open. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
Can you at least tell me if you knew the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Look here, Mr. Walters. I can't answer your questions, and your harassment is putting us both in danger. Please, leave me alone.
In danger? From whom?
The order. Now go.
It won't budge. That bridge spans the Monuxet River. Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have fingered him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store, a rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack. Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is going to crack this case. What do you know about the break-in at the variety store?
Only what was in the press. You should speak to Thomas Waite. He owns the joint.
Where's his place?
I think the Waite's house is over on Dock Street, near the back of the poorhouse.
Thanks.
Though I warn you, Innsmouth's driven old Waite's a bit crazy. He doesn't talk a lot of sense.
That's my sort of fella. He sounds just perfect. What's this Jacob Marsh like?
He didn't show up for our appointment. But then again, the Marshes never do.
Seems like we're both having some lousy luck.
I've only met Jacob the once. He's not the prettiest picture, and a real slimy character.
Mackie,
Hello, Jack.
What's the government's interest in the Marsh refinery, anyway?
It's just domestic affairs. You ask a lot of questions, Jack.
I'm a detective. What the hell do you expect?
What you're after comes under official secrets, if you know what I mean. But I can tell you that our government has become increasingly suspicious of Innsmouth and the Marsh family.
I've heard of the Marshes. Rumors of that family are rife, even on the streets of Arkham. None of what's said is pleasant.
That I can believe. The Marshes have been ruling this port for nearly a century, ever since that plague swept these streets in the 40s.
A plague? Is that why the place is so deserted?
Masses died, so that would figure. There's gossip that old Captain Obed Marsh brought the disease onto this port from foreign trade. Deliberately.
Oh my God. Is that why so many of the townsfolk are suffering from that hideous affliction?
Perhaps. Those from out of town call it the Innsmouth look.
Where did you say Waite's house was again?
I think it's over on Dock Street, near the back of the poorhouse.
It won't open. It won't budge. She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now. The station appears to be closed. A device that pumps highly compressed air. It won't budge. It won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
It won't budge. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It must lead to the back of a variety store. Constable Ropes.
What you after now?
You ever meet Brian Burnham?
I couldn't rightly say it as I remember.
The burglarizing of the First National is big news in the Arkham press. The Burnham lad must be one of your prime suspects. Any luck tracing his whereabouts?
No. That'd be a matter for the Order.
The Order? Isn't this a matter for the police?
Yup. That too.
Who is the Order?
Them's that look after affairs there in Innsmouth. And you'd mind your business not to be asking too many questions.
Seems like the Burnham lad had some doll along for company on this little caper.
All sorts of nonsense and hearsay be gossip about such affairs.
But there was another robbery at Waite's variety store. That much is true?
That's for certain.
How did they break in?
Just down them there steps. Old Tom Waits had locked up for the night.
Right. Thanks. Do you know where I could find Mr. Waits in the evening?
It's getting late. Folks who know what's good for 'em are generally bolted in their homes by now.
Where's Waits' house?
Look, stranger. Get lost and stop your bothering me with questions.
He isn't gonna tell me anything useful. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
I can't be seen talking to you.
It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store. It won't budge. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It won't budge.
Fog's thick tonight. Damp enough to put out a fella's smokes.
It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. He's not going to be any help, and only a crazy fool would spend the night.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
It's locked. It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. I'm looking for Brian
We're in the wrong place, asking
won't
the
open.
wrong questions, outsider.
It's not important. Nope, nothing of interest. It won't budge. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. I don't suppose the fire helped it much either. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. It won't budge. Why would Brian force entry when he had a set of keys? It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store.
The outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Stop pestering me, stranger.
It won't open. The normal-looking folk of this town are terrified of something. They just won't talk to me. It appears to be shut down. It won't open. It won't budge.
A bold, brave crew in an ocean blue, and a ship that loves
won't budge.
lives, with a good wine piping, with a good wind piping early in the tall and gallant mast. Ah, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife and a home on the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Ha ha! Do you think that's the valiant shrink? No, no, we were bold and brave, and we loved the fight in the wild midnight.
It won't open.
In the storm of the mountain wave. The timbers
It
creak
won't
and
open.
the seabirds shriek.
A seedy-looking bar called the
Young
Garden.
blast.
Unfortunately,
Hard
it's shut.
to leave what might threaten us for the starman. Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name, though too few years it now. Zadok Allen,
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Less 37 years in old lady Warren's house. Before that, over by fishing cannery. Cannery.
Old Lady Warren's? You live in the town poorhouse?
Go and fetch me a bottle of something to wet old Zadok's whistle, and I'll tell you all.
What do you know about the variety store robbery, old-timer?
That'd be Tom's old store. Stacked with all sorts of knickknacks and such.
So you know Tom Waits?
I know he took the third oath that I wouldn't. I'd rather die than take that.
What oaths? I don't understand.
Just fetch him a bottle of fine liquor, young fella, and I'll tell you all. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here'll be a little something of gratitude that may help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumoring in Ankrum and Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that would answer the prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them, swarms of them.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy of strangers if we were knowing what was good to us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all?
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dog Street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy. Where did Captain Obed Marsh learn of these heathen matters?
In warring foreign parts, the old fool had learned to ways of making gains, doing heathen things. He found a tribe of Kanakis in the South Seas led by a savage. Chief went by the name of Walakea. And his tribe never went without food, for they had all the fish they could catch. Old Obed learned from his Walakea that there's things on this earth as most folks never heard about. Seems these Kanakis was worshipping undersea gods, with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. But they was getting all kinds of favors in return. Plenty of fishing and even gold now and then.
Human sacrifices? Maybe you've had just a bit too much.
I don't blame you for not believing it, young fella. But just answer me this. Why did Captain Obed roll out to the reef of Satan and chant a lot of rites and incantations in the dead of night? So loud you could hear 'em all over apart. He cast something in the water that eve, out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig crafted out of lead. It was given to him by a Wallachia.
So, what happened?
Well, not long after the smoke started coming out the chimneys at the old gold refinery, the Marsh family and those that had joined with Obed in his ways started prospering in the esoteric order of Dagon. Came into being with his Ethan sermon. That shit they do.
What kinds of ceremonies?
Yeah. Get out of here, lad. Don't wait for nothing. They'll know now.
I think he's had his fill for the night.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, we don't have much time. You've got to follow me. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange? Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in...
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
If I see you talking to the outsider, you'll get thrown in jail.
I've told him nothing.
It's unlocked.
If I see you without fire, I'll report you to order.
I'll not say nothing.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be,
It won't
stranger.
open. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town. Do you need any help? Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It's the entrance to the town poorhouse. It won't budge.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything. That Zadok Allen tells some wild tales.
Aye, Zadok's a troublemaker, I tell you. If he weren't such a drunken old fool, he ought to have sorted him out before now.
Innsmouth must have an intriguing past.
Innsmouth's a historic town, stranger. Plenty of history here.
Do you know anything about the robberies of the 2 stores in town?
No, can't help you there, fella. I can only tell you what I seen from this here window, and that ain't much of nothing.
Do you know anything about the robberies of the 2 stores in town?
No, can't help you there, fella. I can only tell you what I seen from this here window, and that ain't much of nothing.
This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute. These beds reek of sweat and urine. Her sleep is restless and erratic. Nothing of interest. The old woman's dead. She must have kicked it a week back, or more. There's no sign of a struggle, or any external injuries. The old woman's dead. won't open. It won't budge. Nothing of interest here. This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
It's getting late, outsider. Folks says no, it's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
It's getting late, outsider. Folks says no, it's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
It won't open. Can't see anything of use. It won't budge. Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mummy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance. Jesus, those people got ripped apart. That's why they were cordoning off this tunnel. Jesus, those people have been ripped apart. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
I never had no Burnham.
Nope, nothing important here. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
It won't open. Nothing of interest. It won't open. It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. An old chest of drawers. Nothing of interest. An old chest of drawers. Nothing of interest. It won't budge. The door's bolted shut. It won't open. Looks like a diary. Nope, nothing of interest. It won't budge. Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. His own flesh and blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
It won't budge. Nope, nothing of interest. It's not important. It won't open. It won't budge.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police drag Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca. It won't open. It won't open. It's the First National grocery store. Constable, what's with the blockade?
You'd better be minding your own affairs.
What have you done with Tom Waite?
Them police affairs has nothing to warrant your concern.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't open. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. There's still some loose ends that need tying up before checking in for the night. It won't open. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't budge. There's no point talking to him. He's not gonna help. It's a crime scene. The local law enforcement has blocked the main entrance. It won't budge. It won't budge. It's a variety store, and it's closed. It won't budge. It's unlocked. Nothing of interest. You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth. Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
That's not right. I must have made a mistake. I must have got something wrong. That's not right. It won't open. Nothing of interest here. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. I must have got something wrong. must have got something wrong. I must have got something wrong. I must have got something wrong. That's not right. It won't open. I must have made a mistake. I must have made a mistake. I must have made a mistake. That's not right. That's not right. I must have made a mistake. Yes, that's it. The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words, Book of Dagon. It won't open. It's getting late. I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole.
Stop bothering me, stranger. Stop bothering me, stranger.
Do you have board for the night?
We've plenty on the top floor of the house. Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great. That sounds just swell.
You all right there, sir? You're starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts. It makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
Charlie, can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
It's the key to the back office. It's unlocked. Can't see anything of use. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. What in God's name has been happening in this place? There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. The hatchet is encrusted with blood. I'm not touching it. I've seen this before, just now when I was talking to Gilman.
If you just follow me, sir, I'll show you to your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waits house tonight. They reckon the old fool killed his own daughter. Caked head to toe in her blood, they says, and had to be dragged away, screaming and crying. I reckon there'll be a lynching for what he done. You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself some rest. Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
Nope, nothing important here. An old chest of drawers. Nothing of interest. Nope, nothing of interest. I can't sleep here. It's not my room. I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet. The room's cold enough without opening the window. I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet. I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet. It won't budge. An old wardrobe. It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't open. It won't open. It's locked. I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet. It's too heavy to move. It's not important. Nothing of interest. The room's cold enough without opening the window. It won't open. It's late. I don't think it'd be wise to wake the other guests. It's late. I don't think it'd be wise to wake the other guests. I can't sleep here. It's not my room. Nothing of interest here. I can't sleep here. It's not my room. Better. Not exactly safe, but the best I'm gonna get in this infernal town.
the great city of Nakotas. Rest now, Jack. You are safe. What was in the light, Jack? Where do you want to go? We are your history, Jack, and your future.
I don't understand.
You live in time.
Gilman, where have you put the outsider?
Top of the house, room 401.
Come on, let's have him.
Locked. I won't be able to. This is taking too long. I've got to slow it down first.
Outsider, stop! Take him down!
This is taking too long. I've got to slow it down first.
There ain't nowhere he can run! He's climbing out the window! Door will be bolted. Thank God. Don't let him get away.
The lock on the store is broken.
I'll have to block the door with something. Quickly!
They've got him. He's climbing out the window.
The door's bolted shut.
They've got him now.
Quick! I seen him heading out
Get away.
Check the door.
Let me through! Quickly! The door will be bolted. They've got him. Don't let him get away. They've got him. He's climbing out the window. Outsider! Stop! He's on the other side! Shoot him! We have him now! Hold him! He's up there! After him! I see him!
It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open.
He's here!
It
Don't
won't
let
budge.
him get away!
He's going across the roof!